Who cares? Let it go. Be unique. Be memorable. Be confident. Be proud. But be you. And when you're young, that is so hard.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ نجيناكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب يذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون نساءكم وفي ذلكم بلاء من ربكم عظيم. Think about this perspective. When you wake up early in the morning, you notice that only birds are awake. They're chirping, they're flying freely. They're not flying because they have to fly, but they're flying because it's the sweetness of early morning. They're flying because they just want to have fun. They just want to feel the early morning energy, that breeze, that smell. And while they're flying, they just chirp. They probably do dhikr. That's why, like, in every morning, birds chirp non-stop for like good 2 to 3 hours. Like, subhanAllah, even if birds know the importance of early morning, and if they can feel the joy of it and the calmness of it, how do we as human beings not know about it? Like, it's crazy because we have the ability to think and animals don't. Yet they still know the calmness, the feeling of that peace in the early morning. And that's why every single morning they are awake, they're chirping, they're flying, they're just feeling the moment. SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. Like, I love waking up early, but it has been super, like, challenging lately because Fajr is at 3 a.m. in the morning here in London. Anyways, this was a very random thought of mine. Sorry because I didn't make a proper intro. Assalamu Alaikum. Hello everyone. I'm Husna Jolay and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I just finished reading my morning Quran and yeah, I was just like looking through my window. Suddenly the sky got cleared, which I'm so happy for. And I saw birds were chirping non-stop ever since 3 a.m. which is Fajr time, and right now it is 5, so it has been 2 hours exactly since the birds have been chirping non-stop. And then they also started flying around, and that's why this thought came to my mind, and I was like, let me just share it with my beautiful viewers. So today is Sunday, and me and my friend Elmas, we are planning to go on a little hike and small picnic towards the countryside. I'm very excited. We're going to the Epping Forest, which is pretty exciting. I've never been to a forest before, so that's why I'm a bit nervous at the same time, but mostly I'm excited. Like, I cannot wait for the beautiful views we're gonna witness, inshallah, when we reach there. So I was hoping that the sky would clear up, and right now it cleared up, so alhamdulillah for that. Now I'm gonna Quran journal. I'm gonna do some tafsir, read the meaning of the Quran, and then I'm gonna upload a YouTube video, so follow along with me for the day. Do people think that they will be left alone because they say we believe and will not be tested? SubhanAllah. SubhanAllah. That's literally the first verse I read right now in today's tafsir. SubhanAllah, such a powerful verse. Do people think that they will be left alone because they say we believe and will not be tested? Like, SubhanAllah. What? Oh my days. Whoever hopes for the meeting with Allah, then Allah's term is surely coming, and He is the All-Hearer, the All-Knower. And
any rides. Of course. And stay close together at all times. Quite certain you'll not let her out of your sight till you reach Miss Josephine's.
Thank you for agreeing.
alright guys, so it is later in the morning. Right now it's 8 a.m. and obviously I finished my breakfast a while ago and I was just trying to upload this YouTube video, the previous vlog, the one before this. It's literally my third time uploading it because the first time the intro Quran sound I used got copyrighted, so I had to find another Quran sound for the intro. And then I found one, I uploaded it again like the second time, but this time so I edit with CapCut. And the thing about CapCut is it's a very recent feature which I'm not happy with whatsoever. It's called the AI HD quality. Like, they literally turn that feature on when you are exporting the edited content, okay? And I always turn it off and then I export my videos. But this time I forgot to turn off the AI HD quality thingy. I don't even know what the feature exactly is called. But anyways, I'm gonna add a screenshot so you can clearly understand what I'm talking about. I forgot to turn that off before exporting my video. So my video got exported and it was basically saved to my device now, and I could easily, upload it on YouTube. So I uploaded it, it fully got uploaded, fully got processed, and it was scheduled to be posted later today at 3 p.m. And then as the channel host, as the owner of my own channel, I can watch my videos before I post them. So I watched that video I just uploaded earlier in my YouTube channel, but then the quality was so it was so sharp, but it was not a good sharp, the sharpness made the video darker. It had low-key emo gothic edit vibes, filter vibes. I was like, this is not my video, because one thing about me, I like my videos to look soft, the quality, the colors, it needs to be soft. I don't edit them because this DJI vlog camera of mine, it automatically adds a very cute little soft kawaii filter. But anyways, yeah, I deleted it because I just couldn't bear the quality. It was a very bad quality. I assume it happened that way because CapCut turned on automatically the AI HD quality feature. So the video was already high quality. It was 4K resolution, high quality, but then CapCut added the AI on it as well. So the AI arranged the quality automatically and that ruined it. I don't want AI to arrange my videos quality. What the heck? I don't like it when CapCut automatically turns that feature on. Anyways, so I deleted the video as I said, and then this is my third time. my third time. I went back on CapCut. I again exported the video, but this time I thankfully turned off the AI high quality HD thingy feature. And then I exported the video, and my video, oh my god, the difference in the quality, like literally this. So now I finally uploaded it. It's still actually processing. It's not fully uploaded. It says that processing is taking longer than usual, but it's still processing. What is that supposed to mean? Like, I should start getting ready. I'm about to run late. Anyways, I'm gonna calm down. I got up early this morning. I had a peaceful morning. I'm an adult. I should calm down. Yes, there we go. Everything's fine. It's cool. Anyways, I have another update. So I just chatted with Elmas earlier, and she's not feeling like too well. So the place we wanted to go, it's the countryside, so it's a bit far. It's like an hour and 10 minutes far from central London. So she was like, maybe we can go somewhere else, you know, like I'm not feeling well. And plus we're going to a forest, so we don't want like bad things to happen. And the weather has been acting a bit bipolar this morning. It was literally like clear skies, as I mentioned earlier in the vlog, and then now it's like cloud and gloomy. It rained a bit a while ago, so it's, yeah, I was like, let's not just take any risks and let's just go to somewhere more in the central. Obviously at first I was like, let's not go anywhere because she's not feeling well and I don't want to like make her feel worse just because we want to meet up. But then she is very kind. I love her with all my heart. She's like, no, I want to see you before you go, because throughout the whole summer I'm going to be in Istanbul. So she's like, we have like very less time, so we should, you know, meet up today. So we decided to meet up at the Holland Park. So I hope that's going to be fun. I'm excited. I've never been to Holland Park before. We're planning to have a mini picnic if the weather also supports us, but if not, then we're just gonna hop into a cafe. But yeah, that's the update so far. Now I should start getting ready. I do not know what to wear, so we are gonna pick that together. Where's my white shirt? The first one is this one. It's like shorter. It's better for today's outfit because I'm gonna wear like white button-up shirt with jeans. So I'm gonna tuck the shirt in my jeans. So it's better if the shirt is shorter, so it will be easier to tuck it into my jeans. But the thing about this is the buttons start from the chest part, so my neck will not be covered. And to cover up my neck, I should wear like a white body. I'm not sure if I have white body here because I might have taken it to Istanbul. But we also have a second option when it comes to this shirt. I have another white shirt. It's this one. It's like long. But one thing about this white shirt is whenever I tuck it into my jeans or into my pants, this part hurts my legs, like my thighs, so freaking bad. Like, I don't know why. Like, it literally hurts like a needle, like here in my thighs. So like I wear it like that, right? And I tuck it into my pants. And then automatically this part comes on my thigh. And then both my thighs, they start hurting because of the edges of this shirt. And I don't know why. That's so weird. Wow, I can't even believe I'm explaining this to you guys. I'm sorry if I sound boring or I'm not making sense right now. It's just, I'm trying to like choose an outfit for the day. Right when I was getting ready, guess what? This one also got copyrighted. It's probably because of the Quran again, like the Quran sound I use. I didn't know like you could copyright Quran sounds unless if it's like Mishari Al-Afasi reciting, because I know his ones are copyrighted. But anyways, I should have done my research, but I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is, I really wanted to upload the video today, but basically I think I'm not meant to upload it today, unfortunately. So, but that's weird because I uploaded the same exact video, you know, the second time I mentioned, the one with the horrible AI editing. I uploaded the same audio, all the same, you know, nasheeds, and it didn't get any copyright. I'm uploading the same exact thing, but with better quality. This time, it's the third time, but it got copyrighted. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's still checking, so when the checks are done, it will be official whether if there's copyright or not. But I think I'm gonna wait until that. So anyways, I should start getting ready. I'm running so late right now. Alright guys, so I am ready. It took me a while to figure out today's hijab style. I went with... wait a sec, let me remove my headphones. I went with something a bit different than usual. Okay, I just ruined my own bun. Today I'm not having a good hijab day, which kind of ruined my mood. So I tried a lot of hijab styles and I end up with the one that makes me look like an egghead, but no problem. So I'm wearing a jersey hijab. And I tried a new style. I don't know if you can tell the difference from like my usual hijab style. So what I did was I did not like curve, do you call it curve or tuckle in the corners. Normally I go like this, tuckle them in, and then I put a pin right here in the middle. But this time I just, it's like round. I didn't do anything. I don't know if it suits my face shape, but I don't care honestly. I like to, you know, play around with hijab styles, and at this point I am alhamdulillah secure and happy with my cheeks, my round face, so I don't care if I look like a potato or like an egghead. I'm fine. I am happy with the way Allah created me. This is turning into like a love yourself type of lecture. Anyways, I'm running super late, so I'm gonna quickly show you my outfit and then we're gonna head out. So this is today's fit. I'm just wearing the button-up shirt and then yeah, my trench coat, jeans, and then I'm wearing like white Puma sneakers. And I don't know, this hijab style is making me look a bit older, which I don't know if I'm happy with or not. But anyways, let's go. Değil mi? Alright guys, so we came to the Holland Park and we found a seat in a very calm area, and this is Elmas. We're back together. Yeah, and she made some egg sandwiches, so thank you, Elmas. But yeah, we're now gonna have this, and then I think we're gonna be here for a while, right?
Yeah, we can sit for
Yeah.
There's so many cafes the way I came.
Yeah, same. I also saw the cafes. But yeah, the weather is also really good, so thank goodness for that.
So for example, basically when you look to Islam from outside, like very far away, you can think like, oh, it's a very strict religion, you know, it's just really like keeping you very strict rules, like you have to obey all these things, and it's just, you know, it's like putting you in a very like a hard area, like you can't do that much thing. But at the same time, when you think about this kind of
restrictions. Yeah.
No, when you think about this kind of situations that the people experience around us, then maybe you're realizing that this is why. For example, I'm gonna give an example. So, for example, you're shaking your hand.
Yeah.
So it seems like something very friendly, and it might be friendly. But what if it's not? What is the other person is pervert in front of you and you don't know about them? You know, like it's actually like it's a very universal religion, and it's just protecting you from the every little things in case. Yeah, so it might be friendly, but it might not be friendly. But in case,
you have to set the boundaries.
Yourself. Yeah.
Yes, so true.
Yeah, definitely.
Like for example, when I wear like the hijab and when I cover my body, it means that I have this line, and like I sort of like I protect my body, I protect my mental health. Like I don't feel comfortable when I'm like too much with people. You know what I mean? Like too touchy or anything, because I don't feel comfortable doing that. And when you shake hands, let's say with a friend of yours, doesn't matter the gender, when you shake the hand, another person from far away will see that and gonna be like, oh, yani that girl, wow, that girl, she shakes hands with everyone, so I can do that with her, or maybe I can even hug her.
I can approach her.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like you're like so right about that point.
So yeah, basically it seems strict from outside, but when you go inside, this is how you find peace, because there is a deeper meaning ever behind of like rules. And actually when you go deeper in it, you can't even see as a rules. Like honestly, I'm feeling so peaceful practicing this kind of things. For example, sometimes like every young girl now, every young lady, I'm just thinking, oh, like they are looking beautiful, their hair is looking really beautiful, their body is looking beautiful. And as a woman, sometimes like you just want to be like them, because at the same time you're a woman, and this feeling is Allah put inside of you. Like it's not something secret. But at the same time, I'm thinking like even if I would have a chance, like it will be hard, to like after you cover your body, like trying to show it again. So. Like my point of view is like it's really hard, because when you're walking it, the feeling that someone is looking at you, but you can't stop people's eyes, people's gaze, like you can't prevent this kind of situations that happen. It's really scary, but at the same time, I don't know, it's definitely like up to your mindset, obviously.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's not about only protecting us. Actually, obviously, men have their own duties as well. It's not from one
absolutely.
Actually, their duties are more than us. So
yeah, and I feel like the reason why Allah especially wants us women to cover more than men is because He loves us more. I feel like He's protecting us more because we are more precious in His sight.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, Allah loves men as well, but He knows how sensitive women are, which we are really sensitive.
Definitely, we are.
No matter like how much we try to look like we are this, strong, independent woman, when a man breaks our heart, like we get broken, we go sad and blah blah blah. Like that's why Allah knows us and we are precious to Him. And I like sometimes people will be like, okay, then why only woman covers them? Like why doesn't man do that? Like Allah has. And another thing I noticed is that so the hijab ayah, there are two hijab ayahs in two different surahs, Surah An-Nisa and Surah An-Nur. And in Surah An-Nur, I noticed that before Allah mentions that women should cover, He firstly mentions men. Like believing men should lower their gaze and they should not look at women. And then He talks about women. Okay, let's try it.
This is mine. This is yours.
Okay, so we're gonna taste this Ben cookies.
I already tried it. It's my favorite anyway, but I just want
it's
her
my
to try.
first time.
Ooh, it's
This
hot.
one is freshly out of
Let me touch. Oh yeah, it's fresh. It's so cool, honestly.
Okay, let's go.
Mine is orange one. She doesn't like orange. She's so picky.
I like orange, not just like in these kind of stuff. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3.
It's so good, isn't it? They put chocolate on top, and inside there's different chocolate. It's so good, and also this one as well. Mashallah. It's so
I
good.
love it. It's so good. Wow. 10 out of 10. Wow, that's really good.
I beg you, please. Try these pieces.
Okay then. You also take a bit from mine.
It's good. I told you.
There's this fresh
Orange feeling.
orange like fruit feeling. Take a bit from this.
I think it's just the same. Mine is a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
orange.
probably the same. Oh my god, my favorite part. Oh yeah, by the way, we are out of the cafe and now we came to a shopping mall.
You know, we were just sitting there and it was like, oh, let's go to Westwood, let's go. So it just took 2 seconds to leave the place.
It's very close to, it was very close to the cafe.
Polo Park, yeah. So if you want to visit London, if you want to visit Park, you can go to Holland Park. You can check the neighborhoods and the cafes around by, and then you can come to Westwood as it's very close. It's so incredible that I am becoming a Londoner, you know?
You can actually start working as a tourist guide.
I know, and it's just been like 2 years since I moved here.
MashaAllah. Hello, it is much later in the day, and the last time I filmed was probably when we were at Westfield shopping mall. I came back around like almost 5 p.m. and quickly prayed Dhuhr because I was almost about to miss it. Alhamdulillah, I did not miss it, so I managed to pray it. And then right after Dhuhr, Asr prayer called, so I prayed Asr as well. So both like back to back. May Allah accept it. And then I was so tired because last night I went to bed around like almost 1 a.m. because, you know, I was dealing with the video. So that's why like I went to bed at 1 a.m. and I got up at like 4 a.m. and then I did not sleep after that. As you guys saw, like I vlogged. I got up early in the morning, I vlogged, and then I got ready. So I was feeling exhausted. I'm still feeling exhausted. I just want to sleep. I'm waiting for Aisha right now. So yeah, after I prayed Asr, I didn't even like clean my room. I took off my clothes. They're like on my chair. My room is a bit messy. And then I jumped on my bed and I just lied down. So until Aisha will call, I want to quickly clean up my room. And I'll pray and I'll go to bed. And yeah, so let's clean up my room. Okay guys, so this is the end of the vlog, not the video, because we will have a tafakkur session inshallah. Thank you guys so much for watching until now, and I hope that you will stay for tafakkur session. If not, then that's okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I love you all so much. Stay safe, and now let's jump into the tafakkur session. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another tafakkur session. In today's tafakkur session, again, we're going to focus on some Quran verses. So the first couple verses are about the story of Qarun, and then the next verse I want to focus on is a verse from Surah, it's from Surah Al-Ankabut. But first, let's focus on the verses about Qarun's life, which you can find it in Surah Al-Qasas. By the way, I have my iPad right here, so that's why I'm like looking down, and then these, you know, Quran English translation PDF. I'm going to link it down below in the description box if you're curious of which Quran translation I use. But yeah, so let me first read the verses, and then I'm going to tell you guys which specific verse about Qarun's life stayed in my head that I decided to share it with you guys. Surah Al-Qasas verse 76. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Verily, Qarun was of Musa's people, but he behaved arrogantly towards them. And we gave him of the treasures, that of which the keys would have been a burden to a body of strong men. Remember when his people said to him, do not exult. Verily, Allah likes not those who exult. And then verse 77. But seek with that which Allah has bestowed on you, the home of the hereafter, and forget not your portion of lawful enjoyment in this world, and do good as Allah has been good to you, and seek not mischief in the land. Verily, Allah likes not the mufsidun. And then continuing with the next verses. He said, this has been given to me only because of the knowledge I possess. Did he not know that Allah had destroyed before him generations, men who were stronger than him in might and greater in the amount of riches they had collected? But the mujrimun will not be questioned of their sins, because Allah knows them well, so they will be punished without even being called to account. So he went forth before his people in his pomp. Those who were desirous of the life of the world said, "Ah, would that we had like of what Qarun has been given. Verily, he is the owner of a great fortune." But those who had been given religious knowledge said, "Woe to you! The reward of Allah is better for those who believe and do righteous good deeds, and this none shall attain except those who are as-sabirun." So we caused the earth to swallow him and his dwelling place. Then he had no group or party to help him against Allah, nor was he one of those who could save themselves. So those were the verses about Qarun. There's also another one. It's verse 82. It says, I have not highlighted that one. I don't know why. And those who had desired his position the day before began to say, "Know you not that it is Allah who enlarges the provision or restricts it to whomsoever he pleases of his slaves? Had it not been that Allah was gracious to us, he could have caused the earth to swallow us up also. Know you not that the disbelievers will never be successful?" Oh wow, that one is also good. I don't know why I didn't highlight that verse. Let me highlight that as well. Okay, so a little context of Qarun, if you don't know who he is. So Qarun, basically, according to the 76th verse of Surah Al-Qasas, he was one of Musa alayhi salam's people, and majority of Islamic scholars say that he used to be a relative of Musa alayhi salam, whether his cousin or like a far relative, but he was somehow like related to Musa alayhi salam. And because of that, he also used to be sort of believer once, like he used to believe in Allah, and he used to be righteous person until obviously, you know, he listened to shaitan, he fell for his desires, and then he joined Fir'aun. And in the time of Musa alayhi salam, there was Fir'aun, Qarun, and Haman. And here Allah's mentioned about Qarun because he is also known to be one of the richest person who's ever lived in the whole entire world. The amount of, you know, the golds he had, the ancient stuff, like, you know, like he was very, very, very rich. Like he was even like more richer than Fir'aun. So like imagine how rich he was. And it is also believed that still, like in one museum, I forgot which, but in one museum here in the world, there is like a little piece of Qarun's treasure in the museum. It's like a gold, and it is like so expensive that people who found that little piece which belongs to Qarun's legacy, they didn't sell it, and they directly, you know, gave to the government, or they did something like that, and now it's in the museum. Like he was crazy rich, you guys. Okay, so this is Husna from the future. I just found out in which museum Qarun's, like a portion of Qarun's treasure is being displayed. So it's a museum in Western Turkey called Uşak Archaeology Museum. I actually didn't know that the museum was literally in Turkey. So it's good because if I have any chance, I will definitely visit and take a look on a bit of Qarun's treasure, and then I will definitely share it with you guys. But was he really rich? Now that's the question. What's the point of having, you know, financial wealth if in the hereafter you're going to end up in Jahannam? Like you need to question your wealth. Like, are you really wealthy? Are you really rich if you're going to end up in the burning fire, or if you're going to end up losing Allah because of that richness? I don't want to talk big, obviously. I mean, it's one of my biggest fears, like to be rich but then to forget Allah. Like, oh my gosh, Allah forbid that. Like, may none of us Muslim believers go through that kind of test, you guys. Truly, when a person becomes rich, when they find money, they unfortunately, like, there's a high possibility that they're going to get away from Allah, you know. And anyways, about these verses, the one verse about Qarun that caught my attention more than the other ones, it was verse 79. In verse 79, it says that those who were desirous of the life of the world, you know, some people who desired this world, said, they looked at Qarun's wealth and they said, "Oh, would that we had like of what Qarun had. And then they said, verily he is the owner of a great fortune. So this part kind of like reminded me of my own self, of how sometimes I just go through social media, I see like this crazy rich people, you know, like they're non-believers, they're not Muslims, but the way they are so rich, like they constantly travel, they are on private jets, they have like a couple houses from like beautiful places in the world. For example, they have my dream car, they're dressed well, and sometimes I just caught myself looking at their social media accounts, looking at their lives, watching their videos, and I go like, oh, like I wonder how it feels like to be that wealthy, like, you know, they must be like so lucky. Maybe they don't have any problems, like any money problems, because they're very rich, they look rich. And then I came across this verse, like back then in the time of Musa salam, I'm sure like majority of people used to look at Qarun's fortune, his wealth, and they just used to admire, and they used to want to have that wealth as well. And then in the next verse, Allah says, but those who had been given righteous knowledge said, woe to you, the reward of Allah is better for those who believe and do righteous good deeds, and this none shall attain except those who are as-sabirun. And then Allah's answer to our this, you know, thought that whenever we look at rich people, especially rich non-believers, we, you know, like we are obviously human beings, we also have nafs, we have desires, we just look at their wealth and we go like, ugh, if only I had that as well, you know, if only I was that wealthy as well, maybe I would have been able to pay my debt by now, or maybe like, may Allah forbid, you have like a health problem, you would go like, I would already, you know, get rid of my health problem and pay off, you know, the operation or whatever, like pay off the medicine, or like my child would go to like better schools and get higher education, you know, like Allah's answer to those kind of thoughts that we believers have whenever we look at someone who is rich is just beautiful. He says, but those who are truly like righteous and they are like truly believers, whenever they come across those kind of wealthy people, they say Allah Mubarak, they say mashallah, but they don't like admire it, especially if those wealthy people are non-believers, they don't believe in Allah, but they're wealthy, you know. And Qarun's story is just like a perfect example for that. And the reason why I'm sharing this story, and specifically this part of the story about Qarun, is because right now, unfortunately, we are living in the world of social media. Like I, as an influencer, as a content creator, if I'm saying this, you get me, right? Like we are living in the world of social media where, especially for the past couple of years, like especially after COVID, everyone is suddenly like, as soon as they are, I don't know, like 17, 18, 19, or like 20, they get a house, they get an apartment from the best cities in the world, like New York City, London, I don't know, like the Europe side, and then they suddenly also get a car, and not just any car, they get like, I don't know, Mercedes, Porsches, Lamborghinis, you know, sports cars, and then and constantly, and every 2 months they travel. They mostly go to Dubai, Maldives, and those kind of places. And like right now, unfortunately, we are in this kind of era, you know, like suddenly whomever you come across social media, they are rich. And obviously I'm so sure like most of us, when we look at those kind of accounts and those kind of people's lives, we deep down we go like, oh, I wish I were also like traveling, or I wish I had that big house, you know, or like I wish I can get myself a car and blah blah blah, you know. Like we can fall into that trap. And that's why I just want to remind you guys of Qarun's story as well, because here Allah, I feel like through Qarun's life and story, he's also trying to give us a lesson specifically for the current ummah. As I said, with social media and with everyone trying to have a life like each other, you know, the wealthy life. Majority of us, especially believers, majority of us Muslims, we can fall into that trap of looking at someone else's wealth, someone else's life, and we go like, I wish I had that as well. You know, just like people looked at Qarun's wealth and they went like, oh, would that we had like of what Qarun has been given. I just want to like remind true believers who come across some non-believers who are very wealthy, like wealthier than them, but they don't believe in Allah, the way they react is not like, oh, I wish I also had that wealth. You know, they don't envy, but instead they remind themselves of this world is nothing but a lie. The best wealth is actually in the hereafter, which is Jannah and which is Allah's pleasure. I know it can be hard sometimes, but Allah sees your effort and Allah knows what is in every heart. And this was also a little reminder for myself as well. So yeah, that was Qarun's story. And then by the way, Qarun, my aim was not to explain his whole life story. It's just like these verses, and specifically verse 79 and 80, to just remind you guys that Islam is the real wealth. Being guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the real wealth, and the ultimate wealth is to obviously be rewarded with Jannah, inshallah. But nevertheless, I also want to share with you guys the end of Qarun. Allah commands the earth to swallow Qarun. Qarun, unfortunately, like, he, you know, obviously Musa Islam used to warn him, I'm sure, like almost every day, you know, because he's a prophet and his duty was to warn those who were completely on the wrong way. So he was warning Fir'aun, Haman. Haman is Fir'aun's advisor, by the way, and then Qarun. But what happened, you guys? The earth swallowed up his entire wealth and himself. So moving on to the other verse, this tafakkur session is getting a bit longer, but I want to share this one as well, and I'm going to close it up. Gonna keep it short as well. So it is the second verse from Surah Al-Ankabut. It is, do people think that they will be left alone because they say we believe and will not be tested? Whenever you get fed up from your tests, because it's normal, we are human beings, sometimes we can just be like, oh, Allah, like, when is my relievement? Like, when will I get relieved? When is the end of the test that I'm going through? Remind yourself of this beautiful verse. Do people think that they will be left alone because they say we believe and will not be tested? And we chose to believe from day one, thanks to Allah. We are born Muslims, alhamdulillah, and from the day we started, like, you know, breathing and open our eyes to this world, that's when it also meant that our lives will mostly consist tests so that we can stay on the right path, inshallah. And also, obviously, those who reverted, you know, if there are any reverts watching this video, same for you. Like, the day you accepted Islam, it also means that you accepted that you're going to live a life full of tests because you said, I believe. And also, another thing which I kind of relate to this ayat as well is that when we are praying, or at least like when I'm praying, I always say that, Ya Allah, you know, grant me this, grant me that, grant me success, and blah, blah, blah. And then after that, I also say, keep me on the right path, keep on guiding me to your way, protect me from my desires, from shaitan, from all kinds of harm and evil. And then I noticed actually Allah is accepting both of those prayers. The one that was about, you know, my worldly affairs. Second dua, which was, Ya Allah, always keep me on your straight path. I hope this makes sense, you guys. I was talking about this a couple days ago with my sister, and she actually summarized this mindset of mine very beautifully. So let me just I hope I can find, because we text each other a lot. So she basically said, because we ask both dunya and akhirah, so even our blessings and tests are given to us accordingly. Subhanallah, like that's a quote from Dina, by the way, my older sister. And that's why, like, whenever you are in the middle of the test and you feel like you're about to give up and it's just hard, and you're like, Ya Allah, why me, then remind yourself of this beautiful verse. Do people think that they will be left alone because they say we believe and will not be tested? And then remind yourself that, don't forget, in your du'as you always wanted an ease, but also you wanted to stay on the right path. So Allah is helping you balance both of them. If He only granted you the ease, maybe you would have forgotten Him. If He only granted you what you wanted, whether it's like money, whether it is travel, whether it is marriage or kids or whatever, if He only gave you all those beautiful things you asked from Him, maybe you would have gotten so much into those, you know, beauties of the dunya, you would have forgotten Allah. So while He, you know, blessed you with those ease, He also gave you another test so that you would also stay in the straight way, which was your another dua. Ya Allah, grant me like blah, 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 blah. And also always keep me on your straight path. Always keep me as a Muslim, as a practicing Muslim. So like, subhanallah, the way Allah just balances your du'as and the way He helps you not only live the beauties of this dunya, but also keep on reminding yourself of the akhirah, Subhanallah, like he truly is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Anyways, so yeah, that was today's Tafakkur session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I also hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, may Allah bless you all. See you in the next one. Ma'as salama. Bye.